Theory of demand and supply is that you are cold, chained to the rhythm of your determinants, tastes and preferences, consumers' income and income demand. When demand goes up, supplies go down, interchanging from one another, never had been best friends. Independent variable was your music. Dependent variable was the title of your song. When the notes hit high, the music comes alive. And here goes the idea of utility. I wonder how and why. Wasn't been thinking. Satisfaction too can be measured through utils. Oh yes, it's hard to agree, but there's such thing as utils. Sometimes I envisit the life of a product, bought and sold, rendered and paid. I wish I was a convenience store so I may offer you time utility 24/7. I wish I was a fast feed internet connection so when you're confused and sad, I may offer you Google with quick access. And by the time I can be useful to you, you shall look for me time by time. And perhaps I could be like gems and diamonds, some of your highest possessions. Oh, here again it reminds me. Tick tock, says the clock. Time goes by, but the memories come alive. This poetry is killing. Oh yes, it's hard. Indifference curve blows 1 and 2. It says two goods can be substitutes for me and you, but never been perfect. Pops in my mind again how we were like asymptote. I come to you, you come to me, but we were never really there. So near, yet so far. Foremost, I ask this poor heart of mine, can I just be as responsive as elasticity, so I may change feelings for you when you ignore mine? We were never compliments, you always look for substitutes. How can I be the cream of your coffee when it's milk you've envy? When you raise your price, I bag you down with less demand. When I grew demand, you refuse to lower your price. We were confusing as puzzle. Sometimes you mean, sometimes you don't. The compliment isn't me, the substitute is a she. When you ask for your labor, I lay down my capital. I ask where your inputs fixed. You said they're readily changed. Never once you did agreed. Seems black and white. We always contradict. Longing for the aid of production function. Perhaps I'll have to specify the relationship of what you give from what you take. I told you, you must recognize your total product and if ever, include the entirety of your love. For home was the average, for home was the marginal. Our journey back and forth was not a ceteris paribus. We walked, we chained, but never held constant. Can we just be like isoquants? So when it's all said and done, when we're both tied up and breathing is hard, we'll be reminded of our origin, that once upon a time, I was convex to you, and you convex to me. Perhaps we could apply the least cost criterion too, so when you forget about getting even, you shall give me what I deserved. Perhaps we could maximize cost too. It's painful enough, the bleeding is sequent. I'm tired dragging down with all the losses. Allow me to maximize profit and freed my hand from cuffs free. You were never monopoly nor oligopoly. We were in a perfect competition. You take price, I take price too. But it's not taking price really. Kindly promote your advertising. You were always good what you were not good to me. Steal others' customers, attract more, retain the previous ones. They possess what you don't. Loyalty. Don't forget about Cournot model. She's assuming you both move simultaneously. Consider also Stackelberg model, so you shall follow an eye on your leader. Please pursue Bertrand model, so you may focus on your prices. Examine price competition with others like we used to. By the time you're both exhausted, you may offer her Coke instead of Pepsi. You may collude, you may curtail, but please forget about treason, for karma will tell. Take note of the interdependent outcomes for every decision you make. Remember the rules of the game, for it will direct you how to play it. Be careful with your actions. You may not take along with the payoffs. Tic-tac-toe will give you high probability of winning. Be wise at rock, paper, scissors. Be better at one-shot games. Practice Super Bowl, for you may play repeated games. Make sure to give your dominant action, so your payoff's highest than your opponent's decision. You always work on your maximin rules, the reason you caught my eyes. Please remember Nash equilibrium, prisoner's dilemma, backward induction, infinitely repeated games, trigger strategy, like you always do to me. Forget about tit for tat, never assume they'll cooperate. Your credible commitment will do. Because when your choice is to go, to replace me with someone better, I would still be happy for you. Please give this one to me. Remember all my teachings. Even letting you go would be the most painful thing to do. But don't you worry, I'll be okay. I would still be glad I was once part of it.